Time now for the STOHD.com Diamond in the Rough, and its captain's infielder Argenis Martinez. Tony Lastoria says Martinez has a lot to work on offensively. Still not very much of a hitter, but special defensively. He's considered one of the best defensive middle infielders in the organization. He shows a lot of athleticism, excellent range, very good arm, can be flashy at times when he makes unbelievable double plays.
Well, the nice thing about it is he's extremely young. He's 20 years old right now. The thing that I do like about him offensively is he has 18 walks so far early in the season. Yes, he's not hitting very well, but they compare him a lot to Omar Vizquel, who is his idol. And, you know, this kid, on and off the field, is just a great kid in general. On the field, though, he's got excellent awareness on the base path and playing defense. Non-drafted free agents, why we call him a diamond in the rough. Read more about Indians prospects every week on Minor Happenings on STOHD.com and in Tony's book listing the 100 top Tribe prospects. Welcome back to Indians Minor League Magazine. You know, Ted Kubiak has 3 rings from the 1970s with the Oakland A's. He's been with the Indians for quite some time in their system. He's back as a manager again now with the Lake County Captains. Craig D sat down with the skipper from Lake County in this week's edition of Indians Minor League Insider.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. We're here with Ted Kubiak. He is the manager of the Lake County Captains. And first of all, the way this season started for you guys, it's a historic start for you. It had to be pretty good getting out of the gate the way we did.
Well, kind of surprising, I guess, because we didn't get this team until the last couple of days of spring training, you know. But it's really a special group of guys from what I've seen, you know, at these younger levels. They get along well, they play well. Everybody in the lineup's contributed. I don't know what more I can ask for, you know. I mean, they've done just about everything that we'd like them to do, that's for sure.
Now we'll start with the pitching. We had a highly touted pitching staff coming in, and they've certainly lived up to that.
Yeah, you know, great arms, the starting pitching. I mean, Haley and, you know, Gardner, Salazar, Cook, and, you know, all of them. I mean, they've done just a great job. Good arms, good stuff. Need to teach them how to throw strikes a little bit better, I think, at times, but. And the pen's been good. You know, Hubbard's done a good job. Packers come in when we needed them. Burns is the closer. He's going to be doing that. You know, Serenities is another priority guy with Bryson. So, you know, hopefully they'll all stay healthy. If we can do that, you know, we should be pretty solid for a while.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of things, that was the one thing that might have been an unknown coming into this season. But boy, you can't ask a whole lot more out of these guys. They're never out of a game.
You know what? I had some kind of feeling that we were going to hit. I didn't know it would be like this. But Bo has just been unbelievable. So much better than last year. Frawley's been hot. You know, Chen hits the ball as hard as anybody. You know, Berto gets his hits, and, you know, Sid and Martinez have some speed. A little combination of everything. I mean, it's been nice to watch. I'm standing on the sidelines watching.
You know, you've held a lot of different jobs in this organization. You've managed at different levels, and now you're back here full season again. Are you enjoying it more this year? Or?
This has been more fun, I think, than I've ever had. I don't know why that is. I can't explain that. You know,
wins will do that.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of it. You know, but I think you know, you learn every year what you're doing in this game, and there's always a lot to learn. But I think I've done some things this year that maybe I haven't in the past, and I've tried to lighten these guys up, tried to make them have fun. You know, that's the only way you can get stuff out of them anyway. So, but it's been fun. I've really enjoyed it.
And at this level, you actually still get to teach.
Yeah, which I like doing. So that's probably part of it too.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your background. Former big leaguer, obviously 3 World Series rings. So you come from a pretty good background. And did you always think that when you were playing that at some point you'd want to manage or coach?
When I quit, I wanted no part of the game. You know, I had to battle for money back then. I had to battle for time on the field. I was just a utility player. Had a sour taste in my mouth from what happened in San Diego where I finished up. You know, they told me I was going to be fine the next year, and they cut me 20%, so that didn't help. That didn't help much. But then as the years went by, you know, I kind of realized, and I kind of watched what was going on. I kind of thought, well, maybe there's something there. You know, maybe I can do something. And sent out a couple resumes and worked it all out. Here I am.
You've been with this Indians organization for 17 years, but you know, one of the things that people might not know about you is that you're a historian of the game, a memorabilia collector. What's some of the better things that you've got in your collection?
Well, I started collecting gloves. I mean, I have some Babe Ruth signed balls. You know, I've got a book signed by Albert Spalding. I have some Jackie Robinson autographs, things like that. But I like what I call the character of the game. You know, catcher's equipment, gloves, some bats. I'm not even big into bats, but I've got all kinds of stuff. You know, pinball machines and different games and paper stuff, a lot of cards, you know, just different things. I mean, I have a lot of stuff, but there's guys that have a lot more than I do.
Oh, finally.
You might.
Yeah.
You might.
Before we get out of here, you know, I see on your desk, guys are sending you your baseball cards, you know, time and time again to get signed. If there was one guy that you don't have a signature of that you'd like to get, what would that be? Wow.
I'm not big into signatures, and the only one I think that I really wanted was Mantle, and I do have a couple of signed balls by him now. I didn't think to get it when, you know, I started because he was still playing. I'm not big into autographs. I guess playing with these guys, you know, I'm not that enamored with them. You know, Clemente might be the one guy I wish, maybe because I've seen him play, and of all the older guys that were kind of losing it when I finished, he still had it, you know. I mean, I played with Gibson too. He was pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard that.
But even with Catfish and Fingers and, you know, the guy Reggie, you know, I played with them from day to day, but Clemente would have been a guy that maybe just like to talk to. I just like watching him play, you know.
I appreciate the time today. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Greg.
That's Ted Kubiak. He's the manager of the Lake County Captains.
Well, Craig, thanks very much for that. You look at Teddy Kubiak, and I actually got an opportunity to play for him when I was rehabbing. A great man, great knowledge of the game.
Yeah, Ted Kubiak, definitely a good baseball guy, and nice to see him in the Indians organization. He really has a lot to pass on to these youngsters, and doing a great job at Lake County right now.
He has so far.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we still have more to give you here with Indians Minor League Magazine, including a look at one of the players from one of the best college programs in America. Cord Phelps, working hard to be the next second baseman of the Cleveland Indians. This year's going very well. You'll meet this rising Aero star when we come back.
Beautiful. 26, 36 feet per second up.